Have you ever been driving somewhere in Lubbock and thought to yourself, there sure are a lot of restaurants? If you haven't, then you might want to get your vision checked. According to a study done by the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce, the city actually stands alone at the top of a fascinating category: the most restaurants per capita in the United States. Also, residents in the LBK enjoy dining out more than any other city in the state of Texas. Claritas Incorporated, a company who specializes in consumer and business marketing information, concluded in a study that Lubbock led Texas in per capita restaurant sales for 2001, ranking 24th in the country. Wacy Estes, the general manager at Chuy's, has lived all over the country and says there's just something different about the hub city.
Mom and pop are the biggest of restaurants. Every restaurant's packed on Fridays and Saturday nights. So, why not come to Lubbock? It's an awesome city.
The restaurant opened their doors 3 years ago as the 48th Chuy's restaurant. And it's not just the city that's special. Chuy adds a unique twist at all 47 different locations.
In the business for 20 years, spent one day in a Chuy's and I was completely sold, and called my wife and said, hey, we got to make this move because there's no other restaurant company like it. So
it's the uniqueness that makes Chuy's different than the rest of your traditional franchise brands. Taking time to do things the right way and making you feel like you're a family at a family-owned spot. And let's just face it,
Lubbock, they love Chuy's, so we're very happy about that.
Other businesses in Lubbock are realizing that there is money to be made. The large franchise chains like Chuy's aren't the only ones with a success story. These companies realizing that just because there are bigger fish in the sea doesn't mean that you can't swim with them.
Here at Pure Water, the future is looking clear, and small businesses in Lubbock are starting to make a splash, and doors are beginning to open.
There's not very many other water places in Lubbock. There's some, from Amarillo that are kind of a similar idea, but this is one of the first businesses like this in Lubbock.
Pure Water, opening 7 months ago, is a one-of-a-kind place unique only to the city of Lubbock, running water through a reverse osmosis filtration system and a UV light filter. Pure Water goes from 1,200 dissolved solids down to about approximately 6, making the kind of splash that they didn't exactly come easy. Local businesses like these are presented with financial challenges that the big fish don't ever even have to worry about.
Yeah, word of mouth is a big thing. Our Facebook page is really the only advertisement we started off with in the beginning, and we just recently got a little radio ad, but really we've done no advertising, so it's really been just word of mouth, everybody just telling their friends.
Some franchise restaurants in Lubbock are looking for an opportunity and capitalizing on the smaller restaurants. Chili's, right across the street from campus, is taking their shot for an opportunity to succeed. There are only 2 Chili's in Lubbock and one with the best business, located directly across the street from Texas Tech and the football stadium. With Lubbock being such a college town for restaurants, the most important 3 words should be
location, location, location.
Courtney Sproul, a graduate from Tech's REM program, is the front of house manager at the Chili's across from campus and says a lot of thought went into just where they're located.
This location was very well thought out. It's right across from the stadium. It's right across from Tech. We've got apartments behind us and businesses beside us.
Chili's, Sproul was the manager at Cheddar's, and she says that the way that they handled business wasn't exactly appropriate, and that some restaurants focus more on the attire and what their employees wear than the quality of their service.
Call them the monkey suits, the button-up shirts, and the ties. Uniform's pretty simple. Our employees wear blue jeans and a polo t-shirt, and it's a lot easier. Systems are a lot more in place. I dislike a lot of people that work there.
Sproul went on to say that the little family restaurants do not stand a chance against franchise restaurants like Chili's. She says Chili's has a steady income for employees and a plethora of benefits.
Can't exactly say that with mom and pop. You never know what's going to go wrong.
Nothing going wrong for Giorgio's Pizza. Located in the heart of downtown Lubbock, the business has been booming for over 20 years. The man in charge, Giorgio, is retiring at the end of the year, leaving his family-owned business in the hands of his best friend. Daniel Torres. Torres saying the reason that people keep coming back? Because as soon as you walk in the door, you're part of their family.
Here at Giorgio's, learning the art of small businesses and the art of making a calzone.
Cut off the ears.
Putting the family and excitement into small businesses in Lubbock. Throw it in there.
Yeah. Just put it right here. Gotta try to throw it. There you go. That's perfect.
Torres says that he plans to keep the business as is and maintain the family environment. Sales have been on a steady incline since they started 20 years ago, and regulars are growing by the masses. On an average lunch, they serve between 2,000 to 3,000 guests.
Because, you know, most people don't have but 30 minutes for lunch, so they got to come somewhere where it's good, the food is good, the speed is right, and the price is right. We like to, you know, greet everybody with a smile, take care of them, and, you know, make sure they feel at home, you know, like they're getting taken care of. Some people come in, they're having a bad day, they eat, and they leave with a smile. I mean, you know, it's something about the food that makes them smile.
Right.
As far as the competition in corporate-run pizza places,
As far as Pizza Hut, Domino's, it's not the same thing, you know. It's not the same cookie methods. It's not the same preparation. I mean, but as far as downtown, you know, God bless everybody that's, you know, here downtown. We wish the best for them. You know, we're all in this together. You know, everybody's here to make a living. You know, we come here to make our living, and you know, there's plenty. Lubbock's big enough. There's plenty for everybody.
so for some of the restaurants in Lubbock, they might be chewing on a little bit more than they can swallow. And all they can really say is,
We need help.
many others moving here from bigger cities beginning to realize,
Lubbock's a restaurant town. Restaurants everywhere.
and Lubbock, keep your eyes and ears open because who knows?
Might have a second job.
Sean Pfeiffer reporting for Texas Tech Masscom TV.